morning to Vlogtober week 2. Today is Monday, October the 6th, and we're out here. We're going to finish decorating today, and I need to go through some patterns and stuff and maybe work on the rest of the pile and some of the things in the closet, and then I have to go inside and do my house stuff there, and then we're going to go and get my basket of goodies from the yarn shop that I won. So pretty exciting day, except for all the chore part, because that's not very exciting at all. But I thought I would take you along and let you enjoy. I'm out here and I'm putting my magazines and books into Ravelry. I'm kind of behind. It's one of my favorite things about Ravelry is the ability to store basically your patterns and books and magazines in there. You can't connect them to your Ravelry and pull them up anywhere, but what you can do is have them in your Ravelry, and when you use the advanced search, you're able to search your books and magazines without physically going over and searching your books and magazines. So if I'm out and about, I can pull up and search for a pattern, and I can do the in my library section with advanced search by scrolling down and clicking in my library, and I can see if I have a pattern that will fit a certain yarn. And that's one of my favorite things to do. But what I'm doing right now, so as I'm entering these in, I entered this one in, which is the Holly Jolly Christmas Crochet 2024 from Crochet World. Really great magazine. It's got so much cute things in there that I haven't made. But I entered this one in, and then I found this one. So apparently I have two of them, and this one's kind of beat up. It's got like cat teeth marks on it and some water stains. I'll keep this one, but if you would like to win this one for this Vlogtober, then if you're in the United States, leave a comment down below, and you have to use the word jolly, Jolly, somewhere in it, and then I will use a random number generator, and I will draw a winner, and I will get this mailed off to you so that you can make some of these fun things for Christmas. But I just thought that'd be super fun. Like, there's that. And I know this is Vlogtober, but we're crafters, and we have to start planning ahead for the next season. And I think that does fit into the Vlogtober thing, because we are preparing for the Christmas holidays. So if you're in the United States, the word jolly, and I'll do a random number generator. Also, I found these. I was gifted these really old crochet magazines, and I just love them so much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to put these in here and see if I can find them. I think I've already got this one put in a while back. All right, so yeah, that one's in here. So I need to do the other ones. This one is super cool. Love it. This is Ladies Circle Knitting and Crochet Guide. I don't even know if this is in like Ravelry because it's so old. Oh, it might be. It might be. What issue is this? Winter of 1976. Oh my goodness. Number 12. Oh, it's so funny. It is in here. There's just not a lot of photos. I can probably send some errata links and help them out and get the designs in here. We're going to set that aside, and we will do that. That's cute. I mean, like, look, it's like the old school good paper. It smells amazing. It's like a book. The pages are like an old book. I love that plant holder though. Like, that is so much fun. Look at these big rugs. Oh. Someone's actually made one of the rugs. Someone's made the big zebra rug in 2009. That is so much fun. We may have to make a big rug for out here and then just ditch one of my rugs. We shall see. So that plant stand is usually right there. But this is where I keep all my books and magazines. These are all my crochet ones on the side. And then all my knitting ones are on that side. I do have a lot more knitting books than I do crochet books and magazines, except I think I may have more crochet magazines because I was a subscriber for so long with Simply Crochet. That is all these two things are, is Simply Crochet. I love that magazine. But I just got done putting all of these into Ravelry, and now I'm ready to put them in the bookcase until I need them. But it is time to go in and make the pups breakfast, get some laundry folded, and then a little bit go to Gadsden and get my prize that I won. So I'm pretty excited about that. So I just got back on about an hour walk with the pups, and I thought as part of Vlogtober week 2 that I would share part of my craft room with you and focus on more of that next week. But I thought I would start at the door because the door has become, I don't know, just an interesting little place that I use kind of as a magnet board. And I'm kind of thinking of painting the door on the opposite side. I don't know a color, but I want to build my porch first and see what color I think I should build it. But I'm probably going to leave the inside white, but I want to show you what I have on the back of my door. I know that sounds crazy, but I think it's a space also that we forget we can decorate in our crafting spaces. So here's mine. So my door has all kind of little goodies on it. Interesting. This picture right here was actually drawn for me on the streets of Paris, not far from Notre Dame. So that thing, I got that when I went in 1998, so it is rather old. But here's the back of my door. I have a picture of me and my mom, and this is a card that someone gave me when I was in middle school, and I still have it. That was part of a Harry Potter Loot Crate box. And then I have some magnets that my friend Deborah gave me. And then a Harry Potter bookmark. The Kitchener stitch, because I'm always forgetting it, and that way I can just walk by and snap a picture if I need it. But I thought it was a great place to put it. I think Deborah gave me this card as well, and this is from Yarn Baby. I did an order. I think I got her to do a custom die for me. I believe Deborah gave me this, which is Anatomy of a Sock magnet. Then I have my sweet Ollie. He passed away several years ago before we even got Dexter, who's our oldest cat now. But I love Ollie so much, and I miss him greatly. And I think I got this out of a newspaper. I don't even know how many years ago. I laminated it. But it says, next time we should bring Kitty Cat. She would love it there. And they're walking by a yarn store. Then we have a card from the Knit Girls that was with a kit they had. Slip stitches. When I got yarn bags made from them, gave me a magnet. Another card. And one of my favorite planner design people, who is the Coffee Monster Co., one of her cards. There's my Ollie again when he was a baby. We adopted him from the Humane Society. And then I got some cute little ghost magnets because I just love the ones drinking coffee. I just think they're so funny. And then another Slip Stitch Studios. Another laminated comic. Whenever I see comics that relate to knitting, I always take them out and laminate them. But this one says, today's topic, kicking the yarn habit. And Garfield is talking to a bunch of other cats. Another magnet, and then this is from Eat Sleep Knit, and it's just one of their yearly yarn Avenger cards or whatever they're called. And then this is a reef that I crocheted, and there is a tutorial in the tutorial tab on how to do that. And that is the back of my door. So also next to my door is my mannequin. She doesn't have a name, but she's wearing two knit scarves. One of them is an interlock knitted scarf, and this is using Noro Silk Garden, which is a sport weight yarn, I think. And I love how this thing turned out. It's so pretty, but I think it's just a really pretty colorful backdrop to have in here. Another one that she's wearing is a scarf by Aopai Designs, who's an Alabama designer, and this is, I think it's called her Eastaboga maybe. I need to look. But I knit this several years ago out of Wonderland Yarns. It's very, very pretty. It's a very fun knit. And then it has a solid gray part that goes around the neck. So this lovely mannequin is also wearing my pouch from Stitches United 2019. This is when they were in Nashville. I went and I stayed overnight. And I worked a booth. I worked with Stunning String in their booth 301. So if you came and shopped in that booth, I may have actually helped you with your yarn purchase. This was a pin that I got there. This was a pin that I got there that says Stitches 2019. And then this quilted pin was given to me by Zandy Peters. And I think that one maybe also, or maybe I got that one from my booth. I can't remember. But I haven't even taken out where I walked around. But anybody that came up to me, I've taken some stitch markers and I did some stitch marker trades. And so I have a bunch of tigers in here and elephants because I'm from Alabama where football rules. And Auburn Tigers and Alabama Roll Tide Elephants are the main two football teams. So I had some stitch markers to trade and I just kind of left them in here. But I thought it was pretty cool that they gave me a cool pouch, and I just didn't want to get rid of it. She's also holding on to my Chicken Boots bag. This one, I talk about Chicken Boots a lot, but Chicken Boots was a great company, and this is one of their cross-stitching bags. So the majority of my cross-stitch projects that are works in progress are in here, as well as some of my needle minders from the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. And this is just kind of where it stays. And it's protected. So also on her is my button bag, and I brought this over to put that King Cole button on, but I talked about this in my day 2 yarn crawl video. But this thing I've collected over the years, and it's just full of random buttons that I've gotten since 2013 that have to do with knitting, and just other random buttons, to be quite honest with you. So there is my Heidi Undead Yarns button, and I have a Knit in Public KIP Scare the Muggles button. I have Knit Chats, because I love supporting them. I have the Assassin, and I have like my Namaste bag one. This button I got at my first Stitches event when I bought a Namaste bag, when they were before they were ever bought out by Jimmy Beans and Delicu. I mean, like, back in the day. And I have a couple of my original Namaste bags out here. I have a Hypnotic Yarn button. I have a Bookish Stitcher button right there with Jeanette. Bijou Basin button, and then Dragonfly Fibers, and that is Jewel Panda, I think. I have several for yarns. I love them. A Knit Picks. Had to think about it for a minute. Mustache Yarn Podcast. I miss them so much. And a Miss Babs that says I'm a Babette. So cute. But yeah, these are just some of my buttons that I've collected over the years, and I just think it's fun. I think it's fun to have a way to remember all the things. And there's one that I need to put back on there. It's a cat. Happy Friday! Yay, yay, yay! Hope you're having a wonderful Friday and a wonderful Vlogtober. I wanted to come in here today because my friend Deborah decided to play a little mystery game with me. I forgot what day I was alerted that there was an Etsy package being shipped to my house, but I quickly thought that, okay, great. I ordered yarn again while being slightly intoxicated by Benadryl, because Benadryl and nighttime medicines sometimes can lead me to waking up in the middle of the night or ordering things during a Benadryl slumber and not really remembering it. That may have happened 1 or 2 times. So I saw that I was getting something from Etsy, so I log into Etsy and see that I didn't order anything. I checked under my Yarning for a Small account and thought, okay, maybe my husband ordered something. And so I asked my husband, and he's like, no, I did not order anything. So then I thought, okay, maybe it's a surprise that he ordered me for my birthday. So I just kind of let it go. And then another day or so passed, and that little itch was itching. So I may have logged onto his computer and pulled up his account, which I couldn't really see anything that he ordered, but I thought, because I looked under his business account. So I let it go. Then I thought, well, maybe he ordered something under his personal account, so I'm just gonna ignore it and see. And maybe he's just kind of fibbing about it. Then the package comes, and I went ahead and opened it because I was I was trying to figure out who it was from. And I saw that it was yarn and it was squishy. And I'm like, okay, so he didn't order anything from my father-in-law, because sometimes he orders parts and stuff from my father-in-law through Etsy, because you can find, I don't know, I don't know. Anyways. And then I pull out this, and I'm like, oh my goodness, that is so pretty. And then I flip it over and I see this, and it says, from Deborah to Kim. I saw these colors and thought of you. Happy birthday. Love you, Deborah. I was like trying to play mystery. I felt like Velma from Scooby-Doo, and I was not successful. But is this not the most colorful little speckly awesomeness? Let's open it up. I get so excited about yarn, y'all. You just don't know. This is Stitching with Yarn. hand dyed in Oklahoma. This base is so squishy. Okay, what is this base? This is a 80-20, 75%, 25%. 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, 437 yards of 100 grams of speckled delight. Yo, that is gorgeous. Thank you, Deborah. It's like a birthday cake, but in yarn that will last forever. It smells delightful. All things fall, September, color of the month, hand dyed superwash. Well, look at that. You got me, friend. You got me. So, I wanted to get this out earlier. I was trying to get further along on my shawl because I ran into a little snag and I want to talk to you about it because that helps me process things. So, my shawl is coming along. The problem is, this is how much yarn I have left. It's not a lot. And I'm supposed to be doing short rows. I did not stop mid-row this time, so you can kind of get an idea. But I'm doing short rows, and I'm supposed to be doing them all the way across. Then I have a picot bind off. Now, if you're a knitter and you've done a picot bind off, you know that eats the yarn. So what I can do is continue doing short rows until I run out of yarn, or when I get close, which I think I'm close now. Or what I can do is just to rip all that out, all the short rows that I did out, do a couple of just random garter rows, and then do my picot bind off. It's not that much knitting that I've missed. I think I'm going to do option B. That way I can keep the bind off in this yarn. Option C would be, or option A, I guess, is if I complete as much as I can in this yarn. And then I have a Sweet Georgia yarn that's like the perfect brown that matches. The sprinkler just cut on. This brown, then I can do the cast off row and the picot in that. And that might be good. There's a pup.